Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is at your side. How are you today? How is your health? Are you fine? Hope you are bubbling. Hope you are keeping hope alive. I'm keeping hope alive. I'm not giving time anytime. I'm not giving up anytime soon. I hope you do the same. So, as usual, let's wait for people to join in. Let's wait for people to join in. How are you? Hope you are drawing out plans on how to do things in a better way, because one evidence of growth is that you must always strive to do things in a better way than what you did the previous day. Okay, so I'm waiting for people to join. I'm waiting for my wonderful audience to join. Okay, so I would like to talk about subscribers, the impact of subscribers on one's YouTube channel. It's a well known fact that before you get monetized on YouTube, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You see, there was a time that when they asked me between 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is easy to get. Actually, none is easy to get. One just seems easier than the other, but none is easy to get. Because tell me why I will gain subscribers today and tomorrow I will lose them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this. What brings about this? Well, during my research, because for every problem I always research. When I started out on my YouTube journey, I got some ideas from people that about waiting for organic growth, waiting for subscribers to join organically. I learned that it will take a lot of time. So what did I do? I decided to take the fast lane by joining sub for sub groups on Facebook. Well, can I say it helped? Partially it helped because I was able to jump from about 30 something subscribers to over 200 subscribers. Though it was really hectic, it took me an intensive it took me intensive hours daily for about 2 weeks, intensive hours of doing sub for sub. You sub for people, you subscribe to their channel, then they subscribe to your channel. At first I was enjoying it, but later on I realized that I would sleep with a certain number of subscribers on my channel on a day. Then the next day I would wake up to some losses, some subscriber losses on my channel. And I would wonder, did these people unsubscribe or what? And I was wondering what sort of wickedness that was. Because why would you just take the effort to go back to a channel you were not forced to subscribe to, a channel you willingly subscribed to, and you just decide to unsubscribe? So the the wickedness in quote, it shocked me being a beginner in the game. But later on in the group where I was in the sub for sub, I was told not to, that it's the normal thing, that's what they are used to. When people subscribe, sometimes they unsubscribe. So in fact, it annoyed me to the extent that whenever anyone came to my inbox solicit sub for sub, I would ask them, please, are you sure you will not unsubscribe? Of course, they said yes. They said yes. You don't even expect people to confess to wickedness. They won't confess to that. Well, later on, I realized the problem still continued. The problem still continued. Then later I got to realize that sometimes it is not even them that are unsubscribing. It's the YouTube algorithm. Yes, the YouTube algorithm. If you join, if you subscribe to a channel without watching their videos, you don't relate, you don't interact with any of their content, the algorithm will unsubscribe you. So when I got to know that, I decided to change my style. I started soliciting for watch. In fact, you see, when you are desperate, a lot of silly ideas will come to your brain. I started soliciting for watch. Anybody that came into my inbox and told me, sub for sub, once I asked them, watch for watch, and they say no, then I don't bother. I don't bother to flow with such contract, because I saw it as a waste of time. What's the essence of subscribing and the next day I will lose the subscription? It just didn't make sense to me. So I kept looking for people who wanted to do watch for watch on the group. But later on, I got tired of that because I realized that I had a target and I still have a target. For someone that wants to get monetized in like 6 months before the expiration of a year, I knew that I couldn't just continue with that workshop. It's such a slow method because number one, you cannot even ascertain if they really watched your video for the number of minutes you both agreed on. You know, one thing about YouTube, once the person watches for like maybe 1 minute, it will register as one view. Now, you both might have agreed on 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Were you there to verify if they actually watched for 5 minutes? No. You would keep your own side of the bargain. I always keep my own side of the bargain. If we agree for 2 minutes, I do 2 minutes. If we agree on 3 minutes, I do 3 minutes. But you just realize that you are seeing accumulation of views, but it's not really reflecting in your watch hours. So later on, I just sat myself down. I said, for how long will I continue to do this? How many people's channel do I have to watch just because I need them to watch my own channel? Let me just focus on giving value. Let me focus on building attraction. Taye Andrew, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. So I decided to just focus on building a strong attraction because if I will have to if I will have to substitute watch for watch and at the end of the day arrive at the watch hour, whatever YouTube pays me, it will not be a gain at the end of the day. It will be them exchanging money for the data I have spent watching other people's videos, even videos that are irrelevant to me, even videos um whose language sometimes I didn't even understand the language they were using in the video. I would just be watching just to just to keep my own side of the bargain. And you can't really reach a large number of viewers with that style because to reach 4,000 watch hours, no be beans. We are talking of hours here, not 4,000 minutes, 4,000 hours. To even get to I just got to my first 40 hours, and I know how many videos I have had to upload. There was a time I wanted to give up. That was after 3 days of intensive working on a video, generating the storyline, generating the images, and sometimes when you are generating the images, your your owl does not cooperate with you, your AI tool does not cooperate with you. Sometimes you will be told, you have to change the prompt you entered. The prompt is not good enough. Maybe you want to describe a black person now and you use black. AI will tell you change it. Okay, you will use African. AI will tell you to change it. Sometimes it's so frustrating. And okay, remove the black there. Sometimes I delete black, sometimes I delete African, thinking AI will, since it does not want such words, maybe it will bring the images of the color I want. It will end up bringing the images of white people. And I'm not telling stories of white people, I'm telling stories of Africa people, Africa folktale channel. So sometimes I would feel like slapping if AI were to be a person and I could see it physically. I'm sure I would have thrown it a punch. I would have thrown it several punches. So there were times I would go through all of that and upload, and after 2 3 days I'll still be on like 3 5 views. Many times I wanted to give up, but I know that it is not who starts the job that gets it well done. It is who sees the journey to an end. So as for the subscribers, I decided to stop watch for watch because I knew I wasn't going to reach hundreds of thousands. I wasn't going to accumulate massive views with that method unless I wanted to sit with my phone all day long and do nothing. Because when I was using that method, it was so time consuming. Aside the time I have to spend creating the video, I also had to spend a lot of time doing watch for watch. And you have to send screenshots, evidences that indeed you watched. Sometimes some people will even say, you did not capture the screenshots very well. You did not show the beginning and the ending. And I was like, if I want to fake this thing, all I have to do is just fast forward it to the end and make it look like someone wanted 3 shots for just for just the watch for watch. Some will tell you, okay, screenshot when you first start watching the video, screenshot again. Well, a few seconds after watching, screenshot when you get to the end of maybe the 2 minutes or 3 minutes you both agreed on. I just I realized that this wasn't it. I decided that I needed to work on videos that would attract a large number of people. So I started researching how can I get subscribers. And one thing about dropping long videos, it's like if your subscriber count is not huge to an extent, even if you keep dropping the videos, it will keep having small number of views. So I decided that instead of being intensive about dropping videos that would end up having like 7 8 views, let me try and work on my subscriber count. So during my research, I learned that okay, one way to build your subscriber count is through shorts. Yes, through shorts. So and I started building shorts. I started creating shorts. I would extract shorts from my long form videos. But I realized that even the shorts were not getting enough views. The shorts were not getting enough views. I would get frustrated again. What can I do? What can I do? You see, one thing about success, if you're on the journey to success, you have to keep re-strategizing. You must never get tired of going back to your drawing board. So I went back to my drawing board many times. I know I'm a good storyteller, but how do I even get people to know that I'm a good storyteller? They have to first of all see. So if many people are not seeing it, how will they know I'm a good storyteller? So during my research, I got to know that okay, go and look for popular videos on social media, videos that rank in hundreds of thousands and all of that, re-edit them and upload. Well, I did that for some time, but I realized that only the shorts were getting the views. It wasn't having any impact on my long form videos. Like I posted videos of food many times because I realized um, videos on food they attract people a lot. There are a lot of food lovers. Yes, I love food too. I love food. So I realized that it was attracting a lot of views. I was happy. Sometimes It would give me subscribers. Most times it didn't give me subscribers. It was only once that such videos got me subscribers. The only joy I had about that was that it was those shots where they brought in a lot of views. But you know one thing about such videos, because they are not yours, you have to delete them later on. You have to delete them. If you let them remain on your channel, when you want to get monetized, you will have issues with YouTube. So you will still end up deleting them. Unlike your own videos, your own real videos that you can leave there. And you know, when you leave your content on your channel, it means there is a possibility that it will still generate you views even months after you have forgotten about it. So I realized that even that still wasn't the way. That still wasn't the way. So I decided that okay, I'm going to create shorts from my niche. I need to bring in not just an audience of people who love food, but an audience of people who love African folk tale. Since that is what my channel is all about. So it's not just about getting the audience, you need the right audience. You need the right audience because if the audience you have are not the right audience, if they are not interested in the things you do, they will not really interact with your content. And the implication is that one day YouTube will unsubscribe them because of inactivity from them. When a when an account remains too long on your channel and they are not connected, they are not interacting with your content, YouTube unsubscribes them. So you don't just need an audience, you need an audience that love what you do. So I decided to start creating videos short on my niche, but I needed to make them catchy because I realized that the shots I was extracting from my long videos were not bringing in the views. So just recently I started doing something differently. The other time now I told the story of tortoise and and a mouse. I don't tell this kind of stories in my long form video, but do you know that it attracted a lot of views? When I made short about human beings, it didn't attract a lot of views. But when I made short about tortoise, I don't know. I don't know if it is because people have missed tortoise a lot or they love tortoise so much. Up to in fact till today, it still brought me two additional subscribers, aside the 6 subscribers I saw yesterday. Okay, so I think you should learn to create shorts in your niche. Learn to create shorts in your niche. But what you should now do is, what are the interesting things? What are the really interesting things in my niche that I can create shorts on? That should be what your research will be centered around. What are the interesting things in your niche that you can create shorts on? Don't necessarily be creating shorts on things that will attract the wrong audience to you. Okay, so then recently I started another style, under YouTube, under creators comment section. One thing about being a YouTuber, you also have to learn to follow a lot of pages and see the things they do, especially people in your niche. So I realized that even this sub for sub, it happens it happens on comment section here on YouTube, not on Facebook this time. So I started doing sub for sub too on the YouTube comment section. But I realized that, of course, the people I was getting the subscribers, but like the problem I faced the other time, I was losing them. So that again reaffirmed what I had in mind about my first observation, which was no matter where you get the subscribers, if they don't interact with your content, you will lose them. The algorithm will delete them from your. Do you know yesterday I slept with 265 subscribers. This morning I woke up, I saw 249 subscribers. Now I don't know if this is the same for other creators, but I think the numbers will never really be stable for a long time. I think that is one reality one has to deal with as a YouTuber. the numbers will always fluctuate. That's one thing we can work on, is to control the extent to which it fluctuates. But that you will always wake up every day with the same number without a decrease, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, because there will always be those inactive accounts on your page or your channel. There will always be those inactive accounts. They might have been active before, and later on, of course, people get busy with their lives. They get busy with new passions and all of that. So I guess that's one of the, and when I started as a new YouTuber, whenever I woke up to the realization that I had lost subscribers, it usually hurt me. Like, it felt like wasted effort. Do you know the effort one puts into sub for sub? You have to you have to look for them. First of all, you have to look for a willing partner in the group. Then you have to enter each other's inboxes. Then you have to discuss the terms. Okay, yeah, we are doing this for how many minutes? This is the screenshots we are dropping. Then before you proceed to YouTube to watch their video, sometimes messages will even come. You will receive messages on your WhatsApp, maybe a private message. Most times I wouldn't be able to check, because I knew that if I should leave what I was watching to go and respond to the message, by the time I'm back I wouldn't know where I stopped. So which it will disorganize the timing. So most times I will just focus on watching till the end, then go back to answer my messages. Can you see how hectic it was? Sometimes, just when you are watching the video of your willing partner, about 3 4 other people are in your inboxes telling you sub for sub, sub for sub. Sometimes it gets confusing. You will send the screenshot that belongs to one person to another person, thinking you are sending it to the right person. The person will now tell you, no, 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 this is not for me. Just imagine, like, the prices we pay just to make it in life. I know God will crown my efforts, just like He will crown your effort. Just don't give up. He's going to crown our efforts with good success. Okay? So, back to what I was saying. Even the sub for sub that I have been doing, I didn't do that beyond 2 days though. The sub for sub that I did with other YouTube content creators, on the comment sections, I realized that even that did not bring in permanent subscribers. Okay, so if you must do sub for sub, then at least do watch for watch. Now, it doesn't mean YouTube will still not unsubscribe them in the following week if they are not interacting with your other videos, but you won't lose them so fast. You won't lose them so fast. So if someone really wants to help you, it's not just about subscribing. You have to get them to watch your video, one of your video, maybe for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. uh So that's when you can keep them a little longer. Even the future longevity still depends on if they will interact with your future videos. So that means we must not stop giving value. Yes, because that is another reason that can make people unsubscribe. We must not stop giving value. Yes, we must learn to update ourselves every day and get better every day. Also, support to other YouTubers too. When you support other YouTubers by watching their channels, by commenting, they will get familiar with your name. Then later on, they can reciprocate too. Okay, so I would like to hear your challenges about your subscribers. How have you been keeping subscribers? What are your challenges? It's been a lot, but I think I will stick with shorts. Yes, shorts are still kind of a secure way to get people who really love you to people who really love what you do to join your channel, not just people who want to reciprocate what you have done by subscribing them. When people join because they want to reciprocate your subscription to their channel, it will not last, because if your content is not the kind of things they vibe with. So I will recommend. Anyway, I'm not yet an expert. I cannot recommend anything. But personally, I believe shorts are still the best way to get subscription. And let the shorts be in your niche. Let it be in your niche so that the people you will attract, the people you will attract will be people who love what you do. When they love what you do, then they will be able to watch your videos as many times as possible. Of course, they don't have to watch every video you drop. At least a month won't pass by without them interacting with at least two of your videos. That's what we call vibe. When someone vibes with your channel, you won't have to do watch for watch before they watch your video. You won't have to beg them. You won't have to promise to give them something. They will watch it. They watch it. Oh, do you think there is a better way to get subscribers? Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. Also, do you think it's good to buy subscribers? All these packages they run on pay so amount and get 1,000 subscribers, pay so amount and get 4,000 watch hours. Do you think that is good? Can you run such a package? I don't think such is good because it will only get you uninterested group of people. It will get you uninterested audience. Also, there are fake accounts. So there are people with fake accounts who just open these accounts for just for follow. They know they are not ready to do anything serious on your channel, so they just open this fake account for. So YouTube has a way of detecting fake accounts. When YouTube detects a fake account following your channel, they will unsubscribe such channel. But in all, I want to admonish us, no matter the setback we face on YouTube, be strong, be strong, re-strategize. Like I said, when I first started, whenever I lost subscribers, it would hurt me. I would have a flashback of the time I wasted, the data, even data, having to, because all these videos won't work. You use data, the data I had to waste, so it would hurt me, and sometimes for hours I wouldn't I would be moody. Then when I woke up today and I saw a decrease in my subscriber count, about 9 people, deduction of about 9 people, I just smiled. What I started looking for how to the next thing to do to get legit subscribers. The pain I felt did not exceed 2 seconds. That's growth, and that's why you shouldn't say you cannot start something because your heart is too soft to carry it. Who told you? Of course, at first it might look like your heart is too soft to carry it. By the time you get into it, you will realize how strong you can be. Yes, you will realize how strong you can be. So any setback you face on your channel, what you have to do is just to strategize. If you are confused on what to do, research. This same YouTube has answers to many of our questions. You are losing views, you are losing subscribers, your watch hour is reducing. Research. There are a lot of answers, and by the time you are done researching, then you sit down and sieve which of the answers particular which of the answers describe your situation in details. Then you do some jotting down. You have to learn to write things down too. Okay, this is my peculiar situation. This is what I will do this week. And every week you have to try something different. Okay, if you have been following a pattern and it's not working, you can decide that, okay, I realized that I was dropping long videos back to back, and the views I was getting was around the same number. So I decided I think I have to increase the number of people that see my channel first of all. So I decided to work on shorts for a while, so that I will even increase the number of people that are seeing the channel. It is when many people are seeing the channel that they can see the long videos that you are dropping. So don't be afraid to test out new things. Don't be afraid to test out new things. And one day, I know we'll record success. A successful YouTuber must be a good researcher. You must not get tired of researching. Okay, so that's all for today. I'm really glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I wish you success in all your endeavors. Have a fabulous evening. I love you. Bye.